Hello and welcome back to another episode of Lisa's Little Critters. In today's episode, it will be short, but I'm showing you what I've done with my Sky Ride adventure and a hot air balloon that I acquired. It's not Critter, but of course the Sky Ride is. And I've made it so that they have a place where they give other critters rides. I think at Christmas I talked about that the Sky Ride, I really liked my little meerkat. Father is in like a little outfit that kind of looks like, it's probably supposed to be a zookeeper suit, but I thought it also looked like a flight suit. And I was able to get all of the meerkats onto the Sky Ride adventure. I was not a big fan of this when I first saw it. I guess it's the colors, but when you see it close up, it is very interesting. I mean, it has so much detail. The big propeller on the back and the little propeller on the front, and you can really kind of imagine them taking off and flying into the sky. So today he's given his family rides, but normally he would give other people rides. Now I'm going to try to adjust my light in here. Okay, I'm going to move this off my board. And somebody went on the floor. Okay, now the next thing, and I have no idea what toy this was, but this is a hot air balloon. It was a lot closer together here, and I felt like I needed to open it up, and I also painted it. It was all this green and pink, and as you see, I put like a base underneath and ran my poles up through. I'm going to set it over here, and then I painted it. It originally had holes on the back. You turn it around, that I kind of covered with paper, and you can just barely see the circles that I used. There's another one that I can't even find. But anyway, that's where critters or whoever could poke their heads out of. And but I love the little basket, and I put my little poodle sister in there, and she's working it. I put the little cords down to anchor it, and just put it on a little piece of cork I had. So it came out very nice. And then we'll go over to the school itself. And this was a stable or a barn from, I don't know if it was play school, I'm not sure. But it was yellow with the red roof. I was able to keep the red roof. And then I had this paper that was striped, and to me, you know how they do like hangers in that corrugated aluminum type or steel, and I thought that kind of mimicked that, because this is supposed to be an industrial building. I put some brick here along the bottom, and this is Mr. Chocolate Labrador, and he's in there. I'm going to bring him out. Okay, this was a find at a thrift store. It said like 24-hour convenience on the side. Whoops, I'm gonna knock it over. All right, so I cut out some clip art and put on the side, and then inside it opens up. I cut the bottom off. It was a little bit too tall, I felt like. Whoa, all right, I don't want to knock it over. But inside, these are just pieces of straws, and I did a row of Diet Coke and regular Coke and Sprite, and then there's a little basket in the bottom. But I thought, you know, when they get off their rides, if they take a hot air balloon ride or a Sky Ride, they would want a drink. So I wanted the little drink machine, and I've been looking at a place to use this. Then the furnishings in here is very easy. I had this little sawhorse that's kind of a barrier. And inside, I'll show you this. I'm going to turn it to the light. Oh, no, I glued it in. All right. But that was a sticker of a fire extinguisher, and I glued it onto a piece of dowel and painted it so that it looked three-dimensional. And you can do that with stickers. And then I had this cash register and stand. Again, I cut off some of the bottom, and I think it's glued in too. I glued everything in with this. And so I did cut off some of the bottom to make it smaller, but the cash register actually is part of the counter. And then this little chair I had so that he can sit down when he's tired, and I put a piece of fence and a balloon. And really that's all I had to do in here. I wanted to show you, if I can turn it around, this block wall. This was a piece of plastic. It was longer than this, or maybe wider. And I used some of it in my country doctor's clinic that I will show you at another date. It made a wonderful reception area, you know, where it's blocked up, but it looks just like a glass block wall. And it was very easy to cut. I have a Dremel, you know, tool that has a saw blade, and that's how I cut up all my toys. But I really liked the way that came out. So I literally had to cut a hole all the way into this plastic and insert the window. And these, once again, if you ever see those bamboo placemats that were ugly, and you know, nobody particularly likes them, but they come apart so easy and make wonderful slats. I've used them in the houses. You can make furniture out of them. And the thing is, from one placemat, you get about 100 of these slats. So look for those if you're ever in a thrift store. And I thought it'd be hard to take apart, and they aren't at all. They just, once you've cut the strings, they all fall out. And again, I use that corrugated metal look on this side, and then a little brick around the door. Now this is meant to look, it looks like it's coming apart up here. I gotta do something with the sign, but it's made to look like a hanger. Now would these, would the air balloon and the sky ride fit in there? Maybe if the balloon parts were totally down, you know, were deflated, it might, but this was just a whimsical little scene. I had the sky ride and I wanted to put it with something, so I put Up and Away, hot air balloon rides, sky ride adventure, and they can go in and purchase tickets and take a ride and look all around the city. So that's about all I have for you today. Like I said, this was just a quick little video, but I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.